Hi everyone, welcome back to another Nikki Uncut. I have new makeup that I have saved for you all, and we're going to test them out and create hopefully a cohesive look with these new products. I'm really excited. Let's get into it. First things I actually want to talk about. I received in PR, which I'm so thankful for, from Mob Beauty. If you haven't heard of Mob Beauty, they're a really cool brand doing like really unique, really different things, honestly. Like they're probably one of the most unique brands, like makeup brands that are out there currently, in my opinion. In fact, I believe that one of the people, like the main owners and the person who does like their formulations came from MAC Cosmetics. Don't quote me. I'm pretty almost positive. But anyway, Mob Beauty sent me their newest collection. They have a new collection with Jessica Hayes. Jessica Hayes is a content creator on Instagram. She's obviously more than that. She's like, she's got an incredible style. She's very like goth, very edgy, but she created a whole line with Mob Beauty and it's called Vintage Goth. I mean, the name alone is so unique, so cool. So no surprise. I was not surprised to see that they collabed with Jessica Hayes because, like, again, they're a really cool brand. They're doing really innovative, unique things that I haven't seen many people do. Like, they're doing different things that, put it this way, they're not doing what everyone else is doing. That's like the most simple way I could put it. Again, this is Nikki Uncut in case I have to remind you. So if I go on and on, you'll know why. None of it will be cut out. So they sent me the new collection. They're all cream shadows. They're cream formulas. And I actually want to show you the old palette that I have from them from a few years ago. Everything is biodegradable also, which is really important to point out. Like this whole packaging, this outer packaging, I believe like if you were to like throw it out or throw it in a landfill, it would actually decompose over like a course of a few years. Like it would break down itself. It would naturally turn to like mulch, basically. Again, don't quote me. Don't quote me exactly, but I believe it's like the most sustainable packaging that's on the market right now. So it's really cool. Again, it goes back to the fact that they're super innovative and doing really unique, cool stuff. So this is a palette that I have from, again, a few years ago. It's filled with a bunch of cream formulas. I don't have a new palette to put my new formulas in from the Jessica Hayes collection. But that's okay, because I'll pick one up pretty soon. So these are called, so there's cream eyeshadows, and there's also a cake liner. So the shades I have are M140, and they'll all be linked to. M141, M143, and what else do I have? Oh, one more, yeah. This one is the M142. I think, to be quite honest, the one that I've been the most excited for is the M141 cream eyeshadow. This looks like all the photos, all the imagery I've seen with this shade looks so cool, so beautiful. I'm not even a blue fan. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of blue, but how unique and how beautiful is this? Like, it does give like a vintage vibe too. We're gonna put this on. We're gonna create an eye makeup look with this. We're probably gonna use some cream clay or no, the cake liner is what I was actually looking for. We'll use the cake liner in this shade. It's like deep purple. And another thing I have from the brand that they sent me from the same collection are the two lip balms. I believe they're like tinted lip balms. And one is like a black tinted lip balm, which is so, again, so unique. It's sheer, so don't be afraid. Don't be scared. It's like a sheer lip balm. They're really pretty on. I've already tried this one on. It's more of like a nude. It's the M139 balm. I'm definitely going to be putting this on. I'm just going to warn you ahead of time. They also have a pink blurring loose setting powder. Let's open this up because I'm definitely going to use it for this look. And I actually have the original formula too, which is just translucent. So let's try out the pink one. And cute. They give you like instructions on how to open this up. Probably so you don't make a mess. Okay, so it's got like a little cap. Let me try not to make a huge mess on my lap. All right, I got that open. So it's a pink powder. We'll use in a bit once we get to that point. For now, let's get the rest of like my base products on. To start, I only have like my sunscreen, my serum, and then my moisturizing sunscreen. And I have a new primer from One Size Beauty. This is the Secure the Glow Tacky Hydrating Primer. This is supposed to have some kind of like encapsulation or encapsulated something, boba gels in it. It's really cute. The marketing behind this was really cute as well. So I'm excited to try this. And I love One Size as a whole, like as a brand. That's the texture of it. There's no fragrance. Let's apply this on top of my sunscreen. Oh, this feels really nice. In fact, I think I'm going to put some of this under my eye because it's so, it's very lightweight. Almost feels like a watery serum. Very nice. Wow. Maybe I'll put this in my makeup kit, honestly, because it's the kind of primer that I like for like more hydration. And I like that it's thin. It says it's a tacky hydrating primer. The tacky aspect of it reminds me, like this tacky stickiness of it reminds me of like the Milk Hydro Grip primer. But that primer is very finicky in my opinion. Like it pills incredibly easy if you're not careful of how you layer your products underneath that primer. Hopefully that's not the case with this one. But, you know, this is a try-on video, like a first impression video, so we will find out together. I also have a new formula from Shiseido that came out. I had the small minis because they sent me basically like the entire collection of shades, which is really awesome because if I like this, I'll end up having like some minis that I might put in my makeup kit potentially. But it's the Shiseido Revitaliscence Skin Glow Foundation. I'm going to try on the shade 340 Oak. And let's get this on. So in this small size, which I don't believe they don't sell this size. This is like literally the sample size that they send out in PR, but it's really convenient. It has like nice little spatula applicator, which is also convenient. No surprise, I'm going to put this on with my N17. The shade is nice. Oh, it's very thin. Okay. It's interesting. It feels very lightweight, almost like a drink of water on my skin. Like it does not feel like, that was a motorcycle that just drove by. It does not feel like a foundation. It's looking pretty. It's looking pretty, and it's actually sitting pretty well on top of that One Size primer. Okay, I need a lot more than that swipe that I initially put on both sides. Let's go back in. It's very runny. Like not in a super messy way, but it is very, just very watery, very liquidy. Feels nice though. It feels very hydrating. I can imagine this would be really nice for dry skin type. So if you have dry skin type, this would be a really nice hydrating formula. I feel like it's giving me a nice like healthy glow without looking overly dewy and almost kind of greasy. You know, as someone who has combination oily skin, this definitely feels lightweight enough still. It doesn't feel like it has like that oily feeling to it. This is actually really nice. Okay, the more I'm playing with this and the more I'm taking you on this journey with me of trying this for the first time, I'm actually really liking the way this feels on my skin. And up close, I'm not getting any pilling, which is a really good sign because I was a little scared to be honest because I have a newer sunscreen on underneath that I haven't had a chance to wear with like every single formula. And since I'm trying that new Secure the Glow primer on top of my sunscreen and then putting a new foundation on top, you just never know what could happen. I'm going to put a little bit more, let's do a little bit more around my nose. But so far, this is really nice. This feels really nice and yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm actually just remembering. I totally forgot that I did try this before. Okay, I did try this. I just realized it feels like forever ago that I tried it, to be quite honest. But I did try it for, I did a huge, which is not out yet. When this is out in real time, that video will not be out yet. But spoiler alert, I do have a huge haul coming up, like another haul where I buy like one of every single product that's available at a Sephora. So in this case, I have a huge foundation haul coming up. I just finished filming it completely. It still has to be edited, obviously. It's not edited yet. So it's not gonna be up for another probably like realistically speaking, probably like 2 more weeks. But I forgot that I tried this out for that video. And I feel like it looks better than what it did when I first tried it on for that video. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just taking my time more, and the fact that it's like all over my face. When I did try it on the first time, I only put it on my cheek right here. As I do with all those videos when I do like a massive haul, I just use, or I just watch it in one area of my face to keep it like cohesive and quick. And yeah, I feel like I like it a lot more than I did initially. So that's good. I have a new product from Stila. Haven't used a complexion product from Stila, and I don't even know how long, to be quite honest. I think the last product I used from Stila, complexion-wise, was like that that one primer that has the 3 shades swirled in. It has like a color corrector, a light like moisturizer mixed in, and like a neutral skin tone shade mixed in. It was a really famous primer for a long time. But yeah, it's been a minute. They sent me this new product. It's a blush and bronze hydro blur cheek duo. Cool. They sent 3 shades. I'm going to be trying on grapefruit and caramel. So let's try caramel as the bronzer. Let's twist up and let's just go for it. You know, this is all about, ooh, that's very warm. This is all about trying and testing new products together and seeing how it goes. So another thing I've been doing lately is curving my bronzer upward. So almost like a little half moon or like a little bowl shape, to be honest. And kind of like shaping it up. And I've really been liking the effect it's giving me. Okay, so I'm going to just swipe this into the inner part of my brow bone, down my nose. Let's go across, and let's just go for it and see what we can come up with. The undertone is not quite the best for my undertone, but we're going to work with it and see how it looks after it's blended on. To blend it out, I'm going to use my N15 with BK Beauty. I'm going to start by just tapping and see how we can get this into the skin and blended. Okay, so it's actually blending in. Oh, okay, this is actually blending in really nice. And I'm going to start to switch my technique to a back and forth. These baby hairs on my forehead are so frustrating sometimes. Like you try to like spray them down and they just want to get on your face and wreak havoc. All right, that blended in really easy. It's not lifting up the foundation. It's actually blending in really nice. Okay, that's pretty. I feel like it's not the most opaque. So let's do some more. Because it's definitely very, it ended up being very sheer. Which I guess is good and bad. Like, you know, depending on what you're looking for. It can be nice to just kind of build up a product and not start out super intense. But I kind of feel like it blended into my complexion. Doesn't really look like much. Probably should have gone for the deeper color, but we're committed and we're here now. I'm going to blend this into my cheek. That's pretty. Okay, that's very pretty. Oh my gosh, my hair is just having one of those days where it wants to just kind of drive me out of my mind. It's like tickling my back. It is not cooperating at all. I probably should just put it completely back. I'm having a really bad hair day. I've actually been having a really bad hair month or year. I'm going to switch to my N14 brush now, my small little mini and mighty petite blender. And let's blend out this nose contour, or nose bronzer I should really say, because it's not a contour shade. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's very natural. Very, very soft. Let's move on. I like it. I like it enough. I don't know if it's gonna be like my first one I grab, to be honest, but I like it enough. I have a whole new collection of cream blushes from Youngblood Cosmetics. Really nice packaging. It is super similar to the Westman Atelier, both in formula and in packaging, clearly. Magnetized lid, very luxe, very nice. I've used 2 shades so far. I actually tried them out for the first time on my previous live, Sunday morning live, Get Ready With Me. If you know, you know. They're really fun. Come join me. Say hi. Anyway, so I'm going to try a new shade because I'm trying to like discover all the shades, and I'm also trying to figure out which shades I'm going to put in my Pro Kit because they're a really nice formula, and I know I need to put like half of them in my Pro Kit, just the reality. I'm going to try Mulberry. Mulberry looks really pretty. And one thing I have noticed is I do still like the way they apply in terms of like application, brush to product to skin. That's just my preferred method, but the formula is actually really nice, and you could get away with just swiping it directly onto your cheek without creating a patchy mess with your makeup and without disrupting your foundation underneath too much. So that's kind of how you know it's a good formula, if it doesn't ruin your makeup if you do the whole swipe onto your cheek directly. I'm still going to apply it with this method because it's just my preferred method. And one thing I've been loving lately especially is putting my blush on before my concealer. I call it under blushing. I don't know how else to put it. I did not come up with this. I've seen it. It's more of like a trend going around as of recently. It's like underpainting, but just with your blush, basically. So on top of your foundation, but before you do your concealer, and it gives you a really beautiful effect. And the beauty of it mainly is it allows you to put more blush on without the fear of like ruining your makeup, because if you do put on maybe a touch too much blush, you're going to go in with your concealer anyway, and it's going to help to minimize and tone down the appearance of that heavy-handed blush application. And the way it kind of blends together is just so flattering, so soft, and so beautiful. By the way, speaking of beautiful, how pretty is Mulberry? I love this shade. This is like one of those very universal shades. So I have a feeling this one's going to go in my makeup kit for that reason. I can use this on a lot of different skin tones in my kit, which is always a plus and always what I look for when if I'm putting products into my kit. That means they've passed quite a test, to be quite honest, because I try, as you know, like I try tons of new products on almost like a daily basis at this point. I get sent a lot of PR, you know, I don't have to explain it. I'm so fortunate to try all these products, but for a product to make it into my Pro Kit, for me to schlep it around in my Pro Kit, it says so much. And of course, there's always limited space in your makeup kit if you're a makeup artist. You know what I mean? You only have so much space and so much weight that you can handle carrying around with you on a day-to-day basis with your jobs. So if something makes it into my Pro Kit, it says a lot. It definitely says a lot. And I have a feeling that half these blushes from Youngblood are going to be integrated into my Pro Kit very soon. All right, very pretty. You know what? Let's do my favorite thing on earth. And let's swipe some of this blush across my nose. It's going to look a little funny before it looks really good. So just trust the process always, especially with the under blushing. It's one of those trust the process moments for sure. But try it. And if you like it, or just if you try and you have thoughts on it, whether they're good or bad, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear. Okay. Definitely a trust the process moment. I look a little bit like I have a sunburn. But I also feel like very fresh and youthful with like this much blush. So Mulberry is done for now. Let's go into some concealer. And sorry to keep touching my hair constantly. I know that's a little annoying to watch. So I'm going to use the Kosas Revealer Concealer. They have new shades I talked about in a previous Nikki Uncut, so I won't get too far into the details, but they have some new shades that they just added to their range that are more cool-based. Thank you. And neutral. I'm going to be putting on the shade 3.6C, standing for cool. And I really love this formula. This formula looks great pretty much all day long, depending on how you set it and prep it. I will say that. It looks good pretty much all day long. In fact, every time I wear it, I'm like, I don't know why I'm wearing any other concealers, because it looks really smooth and overall like really youthful, in my opinion, under my eyes. So if you're not like 20 years old, or if you don't have like perfect under eyes, or if you have just like natural, like some wrinkles under your eyes or dry under eyes, you might really love this formula from Kosas. Because it looks flawless without feeling heavy or looking heavy. So I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighting down the bridge of my nose. Let's do a little bit more brightening around the bottom of my nose and a little on my chin. This is not like a super bright shade on me, so it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be super duper brightening, but it's going to give me like a subtle highlighted effect. Back to my same N14. I'm going to start to tap this in. Tapping it right on top. Now I did go, of course, like up towards my temple, and I do have some blush in this area. The two worlds are going to just kind of melt together and create like a nice cohesive, like somewhat of a lift with that highlighter, but since I have that blush underneath, it's going to be very soft and very subtle. Okay. Yeah, I just love how hydrating this concealer is feeling under my eyes. Because my under eyes have felt very, very dry this winter, like extremely dry and parched. Just gonna blend a little bit upward. Blend out the edges. And then let's blend out this nose highlight. In fact, let me grab my N16 for this. I'm just gonna use a tapping motion because I want to keep that highlighter in that one specific spot going just straight down my nose. And that's the best way to maintain it. If you just kind of tap it in versus blend it out, you'll diffuse it too much. Okay. Now that that is pretty much done, I'm going to go back to my, whatever's left over, my blush brush, and kind of remelt these two worlds into each other. Just like that. Go back over my nose. I know, probably seems a little counterintuitive because we have that highlight, but you really just want to melt your products together. I'm going to sweep whatever's left over on my N14 because I went a little too low with my blush. So that's going to act like a nice natural little eraser. Still lift that cheek back up. Okay. We're in a good spot. I like my complexion a lot and it feels fantastic. Let's dive into the Jessica Hayes or the Mob. I don't know if this is with her collection. Is it with her collection? I'm not quite sure, but it might just be like a new product from Mob Beauty. But this is the Pink Blurring Loose Setting Powder. And I'm just going to pour some into the palm of my hand. I wish I could show you. Here it is. I'm going to grab a clean N14 brush. I'm going to swirl my brush into the palm of my hand, get a good amount of powder. It looks like that. Tap off the excess. And let's lock in. Oh, this is a very pink powder. Okay, this is a lot more pink than I was expecting. Okay. Might be... okay. All right, it's a little more pink than I was expecting, like I said. It's not like the Huda Beauty pink powder that is very, or even like the One Size powder it's pink, but it's like slightly tinted pink. This one is a little bit more deep. So this will actually be a really good pink powder for deeper skin tones. But my complexion might be a touch too light. I'm not loving that under my eyes. So I'm actually going to, I like the formula, but I'm not loving this under my eye. It's a little too pink. Let's go pick up another new product. I tried this out for the first time again this previous Sunday, and it's really nice. It's from M Cosmetics. It's the Portrait Mode Refining Setting Powder. It's a sheer shade, but I'm going to use this to hopefully brighten up this area right here. Okay, great. Better. Definitely better. Okay, that's definitely a better shade. It just got really clingy to my skin right here. And starting to look a little bit almost like it's having a muddied effect to my skin in this area. Because it's blending into that blush and the concealer, and it's creating like a muddiness with the tones. So, lesson learned. That was Barry. Lesson learned, it's okay. This is all about trying, and you know what? I'd rather me test it out and mess it up than you at home and be frustrated. So better me than you, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to sweep this onto my eyelids. My eyelids are very shiny right now, and I don't want to put a cream eyeshadow on top of a really slick, kind of oily area, because it will have no chance of staying throughout the day, and I don't really want that. So I'm going to use this powder to set the rest of my face, like my T-zone. And then we're going to walk away from complexion for a minute. Yeah, we're in a better spot. This area right here is still really bothering me where it clung to the blush and the concealer in an unflattering way. It's not bad. It's more like a user error. Let's move on. Let's move on to something fun, which is going to be this absolutely stunning shade. Oh my god, I can't even tell you how excited I am right now to put this on. And since I don't really have the right brush from my collection with BK Beauty, I have my N13, which I'll blend out this product in a bit with that. But I need like a packer brush because I want to pack this product on and really saturate it onto my eyelids. And for that, the 203 is my favorite brush of all time to pack products onto my eyelid from BK Beauty. So let's just go dip into this gorgeous... Oh, this is so, oh my god, this is such a gorgeous color. And by the way, we're going to go for a really simple one tone all over the eyelid. Like just, you know, there's something so understated and something so gorgeous about one single eyeshadow color blended all over the eyelid. You know what I mean? It's like there's such beauty in that simplicity and not overcomplicating your eye makeup look. Sometimes it's just so nice to pick up one shade. This eyeshadow is so gorgeous. But yeah, one color all over. So simple, so striking, so impactful. Wow, so these are not kidding with the pigment. These are so highly pigmented. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if any of you played with Barbies when you were a kid, but I sure did. And I'm sitting on like 300 Barbies from when I was a child. They're in my attic. That'd be a fun video. Speaking of, what if I opened up all my Barbies and showed you them? That would be so much fun. Maybe just for me, but let me know. Comment below if you were into that. Anyway, what I was saying was this reminds me of the original Barbie from the 1960s. Was it 60s when the Barbie came out? I'm pretty sure. She was wearing the black and white one-piece bathing suit, striped bathing suit. She had bright blue eyeshadow and a black wing liner. Please tell me you know that reference. It's such a classic reference. But this blue really reminds me of that shade. It's so vintage. Okay, well that was a really easy application. It's going to look different on this eye because this eye is hooded and that fold kind of goes over and I have to go above it in order to make my eyes look like they're even. It's really fun, but we do what we have to do around here, you know? I'm going to step away from this brush. Put it here. I don't want to get the blue on the rest of my clean brushes. And let's switch to my N13, and I'm just going to lightly blend this into the crease and diffuse it. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This might be one of my new favorite shades. How unique is this blue? And also, just so you know, I'll leave the link to Jessica Hayes and her Instagram below, as well as Mob Beauty, so you can, like, if you don't know about them, you can just kind of like look into them and see like their style and what they're all about. I'll leave it in the description of this video, of course. And yeah, how stunning is that? Okay, I like it both ways. I like it super super strong and not blended out like on this side, but I also am liking it the way it's diffused as well. So let's just continue to diffuse it a bit more. You know what's so funny about blue eyeshadows? I always feel like it brings out my brown eyes so much. Gorgeous. Okay. So that's blending very easily into the rest of my crease. I'm not trying to blend it up too far, but I do want to just diffuse it and soften the look of the edge of it. To kind of blow it out into my crease. I'm going to try to stop myself from going too high with this product. Okay. Hopefully you're enjoying the entire blending process that you get with Nikki Uncut. All right, I'm going to go back to that brush. Okay, I'm going to pack on just a bit more color onto the base of my eyelid and just layer a little bit more. There we go. You know, I'm not so sure that I want to do eyeliner with this look, to be honest. I think it looks so cool. Sorry, I have the biggest itch on my nose and it is just nagging at me to scratch it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do eyeliner. I think, I'm torn. I like how simple this look is just playing out. It's just beautiful. Okay. Do I want to do liner, guys? I wish you could tell me. I wish you could just tell me through the camera right now. Do I want to do liner? Let's do some liner. Let's grab this cake liner and let's layer this on top. I'm going to put away this one for now. Make sure you always, if you get these, make sure you close them up so the creams don't dry out. And let's do some cake liner. If I could open this. Is it just me or does packaging get harder and harder to open? I don't know why I have such a hard time. Oh, this is interesting. Wow. That is... I'm out of makeup wipes. Okay, good to know. Let's do... I'm actually going to apply this with... kind of want to apply it with my N12 brush. Let's try this out. Let's try this out together. We're on a journey together. Let's just continue it. I'm going to just kind of buff this into my brush because I feel like there's a bit of fallout and I want to avoid that on my face. So, wish me luck. Really cool. Boy, do these pack pigment. These are so incredibly pigmented. That's really pretty though. All right, so I'm just using this brush to kind of do a soft diffused line close to my lash line. And then you know what? I think I'm gonna go switch to my N11 and create a little wing with this. Yeah, let's do some winging. Let's wing it out. That goes better with the vintage vibe anyway. That's really pretty. I wish you could see this color up close. Let me try to find a clean N11 brush. Is this one clean? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna dip back into that same shade. Tap off the excess. And let's do a little wing action. Oh, wow. That's really fun. That is so gorgeous and so fun. Okay. I'm loving this combo. So unexpected for a Tuesday, right? Okay, kind of mess this one up. No, guys, we're filming. Remember, we had that talk. I'm going to bring this in a bit more. Go back to that same blue because I'm getting a little bit of creasing. And you know what, let's just, I was gonna try to avoid setting this for some reason. I just didn't feel like, I felt like it was gonna lose its intensity, like its color payoff. But with my oily eyelids, that's just not gonna work. I gotta set this. So let me avoid any more creasing. Let me set it. But that shade is just unreal. It is unreal. We need a translucent powder over here. Let's grab the Secret Brightening Powder from Laura Mercier, because it is the most readily available in my collection. I'm gonna grab a very clean N14 brush. I'm gonna dip into the cap, take a really small amount, and just press this on top. There we go. Oh my god, it's just such a fun look. It's so fun. This makes me want to wear colors way more often and not stick to so many of my neutrals that you know I love. I'm such a neutral girl in terms of makeup. This was so much fun. These products are so much fun. This gets me like giddy about makeup again, honestly. Like cool stuff like this is just like, that's what makes makeup fun. I'm going to switch to two brow products that you have seen on my channel. You've especially seen this one on my channel. And this is a newer one that I tried out just recently. And I'm in love with it. I cannot stop using this product. Honestly, I know I said this in a couple previous videos, so I've said it a couple times at this point, but this is going to definitely replace, dare I say, my OG favorite. It's a Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I still love it. I still have it in my Pro Kit, but this is like the best brow product I have tried since the Benefit one, basically. So it's been a long time coming. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the Brow Freeze Gel. I have the mini. I'm going to get the full size, don't you worry. But this has been incredible to hold up my stubborn, little, fine, silky brow hairs that don't want to do anything that I want them to do. This has been a game changer for me. Like, literally a game changer. They did such a fantastic job with this formula. Like, they killed it. They absolutely crushed this formula. So I'm going to just laminate my brows. And then once it dries down, I'll probably fill in a couple gaps if I see any. I have a few gaps right here. And then we'll do some mascara and some lip. And I'm so excited to show you the Jessica Hayes lip balm. Oh, you're going to love, I think you're going to love it. I really do. It's unexpected, so unique, but so gorgeous. I'm trying to decide what lip liner I want to do ahead of time. I don't really have a new lip liner, to be honest. Well, I have one, but I don't think it's going to work for this look. I put the BFF2 from ColourPop. It might work. We'll look at it together and we'll decide together as a family if it's going to work, and we'll go from there. All right, let me let this dry down. Let's talk about this really quick. It's the BFF2, like I just mentioned, from ColourPop. These are like some of the best inexpensive lip liners, I think, on the market. They're fantastic. Like, absolutely fantastic. So this is the shade. Let me just kind of swatch it. Now let me just show you guys really quick. Do we think this will go with... Yeah, this is gonna go. Okay, this is actually really gonna go. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, and then we'll decide together if we want to put more blush on. I kind of feeling like I want to put a little bit more blush on, but we'll decide together. Let me grab one of my brushes, one of my now dirty N14 brush. This has a little bit of remaining powder on it. I really just love to powder my lips a touch before I do my lip liners. It's a longevity thing for me. It just keeps my lip liners in place so much longer. And I tend to get really oily, to be quite honest, around my lips. And I don't like that feeling. So I like to start out with dry lips. Total personal preference. There is not many people that I've met out there that agree with me on this. So it's a very personal thing for me. So I'm going to line my lips now with the BFF2. These lip liners are so creamy. And I believe they're like $8. You can get them at Ulta now. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a really pretty color. I really like that. Why do I almost feel like I don't want to do mascara with this look? Have any of you heard that mascara is like no mascara is a trend for 2024 in terms of makeup? I've been seeing a lot of TikTok videos of people really pissed off about it. It's like, here's the thing about trends. Trends are trends. You don't have to follow them. I don't follow a quarter of the trends that come out, especially in terms of fashion. I don't follow them. I wear on my face and my body what makes me feel confident and beautiful. And if they're not trendy, so be it. I don't care. And I think that there's so much peer pressure to, you know, adapt to these trends and to follow all these trends, right? But there's not. There's not. And if there's trends out there that you think are like, absolutely not, I'm not going to not wear mascara just because someone's telling me that it's like the trend for 2024, then don't. I'm the biggest like advocate for don't get involved with like the peer pressure. What is the word I'm looking for? Why am I not thinking? I feel like I have not had enough caffeine today. Don't get peer pressured into the trends. Like, just don't. Wear what's going to make you feel beautiful and most confident with everything. Like I said, fashion, makeup, just do you. Like, that's the biggest thing. And the reason why I want to bring this up is because I get asked a lot about trends, usually in DMs, to be honest, on Instagram. And people want to know like my thoughts on them, should I do it? Should I follow it? Should I wear this trend? Etc. And I always go back to like, if you're hesitant and you're feeling like it's not going to make you feel confident or beautiful, then absolutely do not do it. But if you're curious, try them out, see if it's for you. If it is, great. If it's not, don't worry about it. Okay, so this is actually a very tinted balm, which is why I'm taking my finger and just lightly blending it into my lip. But how unique is that shade? I know it's like, it's a little different, right? It's a little cool tone, which I appreciate. I think it's really a unique cool tone. I'll pop this little cap back on. The lip is done. I'm feeling really good about the lip. I really like it. I need to grab my brow pencil one more time and just fill in a couple little gaps. This is my Benefit, what's this called again? Precisely My Brow. This is a nice fine tip to it, so it allows me to just kind of, I'm getting a package, draw on some brow hairs. Just like that. Guys. Boys. Okay, brows are done. They're a little thick, but they're done. We need a mascara. And you know what? I'm just going to go back to a new favorite that I've been using. It's from Half Caked. Half Caked is a really affordable brand that you can get on Amazon, like Amazon Prime if you have it. This is like a $15 mascara. It's a really nice formula that I've been using like the past like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I love it. It's called Night Show, and it's a really black, pretty dramatic formula. But what I like about it is it doesn't flake, doesn't run, doesn't smudge on me throughout the day, which I have that problem with a ton of mascaras. And it doesn't really clump my lashes together, even if I put a lot of it on. But I think for this look, I kind of want to focus it going out. Yeah, I think I need a new one because I'm running low. I've been wearing this like, honestly, almost every single day. So good. Ugh. I'm obsessed with this look. I think I'm gonna leave my bottom lash line completely bare and just keep it really simple and really focused on the eyelid and just keep it clean, very clean on the bottom lash line. You know what else I like about this mascara too, I forgot to mention, is it keeps my lashes feeling very soft. Like they're not like crunchy and spiky and spidery. They're still left really soft and like almost like wispy. All right. I'm obsessed with this look. I'm obsessed with this eye makeup. I hope you are too. I really hope you are. Do I want to do more blush? That is really the biggest question that I have for you right now. And I wish you could just tell me, do I want more blush? Do we need more blush? Do I have a new highlighter? I don't. Do I have a new highlighter? Let's take a peek. No, I don't. I don't have a new highlighter. Do I want some highlighter? I think we're going to skip it. We're going to skip highlighter. We're going to keep it simple, understated, and this is going to be the look. I don't know about you, but I'm really into it. I love it. I hope you love it too. And this was a lot of fun trying new products and testing them out for the first time, seeing if they're compatible together, seeing if they wear well together. So far, so good. The only hiccup that we encountered was the pink powder. But I think I used it in like, I could have used it in a better way. So I'm going to take the blame for that powder because I do like the feeling of it and I like the formula overall. And we fixed it. It was okay. This is just such a killer powder. Like M Cosmetics did such a great job with this powder. I think this is going to be an ideal powder for like touch-ups throughout the day also. So I think I actually might end up putting this in my purse to like, you know, to just have with me at all times. Favorite thing from this look, honestly, was not this. This was not my favorite. I love the way this felt. This felt amazing. I can't wait to keep trying this and testing it out. And hopefully, I don't know, hopefully I'll continue to love it and I'll keep you posted on my thoughts. But so far, first impression, this was fantastic. The Youngblood cream blushes, these really are like an amazing formula. These are fantastic. Love the shade Mulberry that I put on for this look. I think it goes really well with the lip combo also. BFF2 lip pencil is really like the perfect match for this Mob Beauty lip balm, the tinted lip balm. But honestly, the star of the show, no surprise here, was this. That was just, it's the look. It's the action. It's the whole look. It's the whole vibe. You're going to see me wearing this way more often, I promise you. Everything will be linked below that I used and tried out today. I hope you enjoyed this Nikki Uncut. I hope you enjoyed this look. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. If you like Nikki Uncut and you like me testing makeup and you like seeing where that kind of goes, I have plenty more Nikki Uncuts you can check out somewhere around here, probably around here. Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.